danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Rivers. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
With the catch, it's Patterson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the... Got enough space, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's King. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hosley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's King. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's King. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window and Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. TCU escaped with the victory. I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win. But I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense working from the pistol. Now on the option. Oh, there's always football in the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Duke. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. To throw, it's King. Pulls it in, it's Patterson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Rutherford. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's King. He's got him in the flat. To the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 45 on its way.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Stealing a score on special teams. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Tyler. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play call.
Turning on the Jets. set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Patterson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs.
There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's King. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Pucks it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's caught. It's Patterson. At the 20, he's got space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Quick spin on the ride. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, look out, the ball's free.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football.
There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. 38-34. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add...
Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Duke. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Pulls his fire complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, the running back has it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Powell. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Little.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Slithers into space. Turning it on! And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, they are fortunate to get that fumble back, but the clock is still ticking, and they've got to go and go now.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver, you could tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the catch. Coughs it up, but what do you know? Bounces right back to him, and he says, yes, please, I will take that.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Blue Devils! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
Well, there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in him? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Back to throw, it's Kane. Bring in the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Grab near the marker, it's Rutherford. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And with a single second left, a field goal attempt to try to get another chance in overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They jump on top here in OT. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Duke. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
You got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. You kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for two and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. 3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Trying play action. Floating away. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Here's a heat. Fires on the move. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This opening possession of OT has not gone according to plan. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing right. Got him downfield. That'll do it. They double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.